So anyway, where were we at? We were talking about being on T Radio V.
Yes.
You got a call here. Hail and kill caller, you're on the air.
Just quickly, I've got to tell Chris I'm going to sue Chris.
You're going to what?
I'm going to sue Chris.
Why?
Why?
Because we were just talking about people suing each other with the Van Halen thing. And Chris, can you stop fucking hobbling around trying to copy my likeness? Just
yeah.
Hail and kill. Fuck you, pal. Well done.
See, you stolen Tim's likeness rights, hobbling around.
That's right, I did.
Yeah, there you go. Shaking and hobbling as you walk about.
I hate to say it, but I was all the way down to using a cane last week.
Wow, look at you.
I was fucking hurting.
Yeah.
I really felt like Tim. Felt like I could tumble over at any moment.
Yeah. Were you singing some Culture Club, I'll Tumble For You?
I'll tumble for you.
Right.
Nice. What's worse, that you had the reference or that I know the song?
Well, being that you and I kind of came up in that same era, even though you're a couple years younger than me, doesn't surprise me at all.
Well, I interviewed Culture Club twice. I interviewed Boy George once, and I interviewed Colin Hay, the guitar player or something.
Colin Hay was from Men at Work.
Colin Hay, something Hay. Roy Hay.
Yeah.
I think his name's Roy Hay.
Yeah, no. Colin Hay was from Men at Work.
Yeah.
Now, how sad is that I know that?
Sadly, I knew too. What was this guy's name? He was like the guy that looks sort of like Nico McBrain in Culture Club.
Oh, he was one of the straight guys.
Yeah.
Being that the drummer and Boy George were lovers.
Loving it.
Steady dates. Lovers.
He was the guitar player, Roy Hay.
Right.
Yeah, I interviewed him once. And I interviewed Boy George, who was actually really fun to interview. I guess now the interview that I did with him would be considered hate speech, but, because God forbid we talked about homosexuality.
Oh, so what?
Hate speech now.
Hail and kill caller, you're on the air.
Culture Club, really?
Yeah, really.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Yeah. Culture Club. Oh, man.
Furries?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, this from a guy that wears a German Shepherd costume. You're going to call us fags? Okay.
Oh, boy. Actually, I have a whole thing of really bad 80s music, so I can't complain. Yeah.
But you were complaining.
Here.
You can't cast aspersions on us because you listen to it. You know you're a closet 80s fag.
I was technically was born in the 80s, but yeah, some of that 80s stuff is pretty off sometimes.
Very gay.
Yes. Real. Oh, you want to hear some stuff I got in this thing?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, I want to hear. What do you have?
This is a Billboard top one. It's a lot, but I'll just go through some highlights here.
Yeah, try to condense it down. Keep it interesting for the listener.
Paula Abdul, Forever Your Girl's on there.
Nice.
Record.
I Just Died in Your Arms Tonight.
Yeah, that's Cutting Crew?
Yes, it is. I Can't Wait, New Shoes. Ugh.
Oof, that's not good.
Venus Bananarama.
Yeah. Got any Frankie Goes to Hollywood on there?
What'd you say?
Frankie Goes to Hollywood?
Relax.
Oh, yeah, it's probably on here.
Relax. Don't do it. When you want to go to it.
Private Eyes, Hall & Oates.
Now that's good
like
stuff.
That song.
Now, they just played in Akron, Chris. You missed them at E.J. Thomas Hall.
I did. I would have gone.
I saw they got a big write-up in the Examiner.
Nice.
For that show.
They should. They're great.
All right, here's two more.
Okay.
This one's a doozy. Beach Boys, Kokomo.
Yeah, that's pretty shitty.
That's pretty lame.
And this last one is Carrie by Europe.
That's really shitty.
1986.
That's fucking awful.
Yeah.
From the Final Countdown record.
I still like that song, The Final Countdown, though.
Yeah, it's badass with all that synthesizer and everything.
Well, that's all I have to say. Hail and cool.
I cannot figure that guy out.
I can.
What's the story?
He just yesterday learned he was legal to marry. That's what I learned about that kid. Just yesterday, he became legal to marry.
You think his mom really wants to get him out of the house?
Oh, I'm sure she does. She's like, go date that young man over there.
Right.
Oof. You don't think that yesterday was a proud moment for him?
I can't quite figure out what the deal is, though.
I can't fathom a straight guy that chases women wearing a dog costume.
Right.
I can't fathom that.
Or being in your mid-20s and still living at home with your mom.
Yeah, but there's a lot of pathetic people like that.
Well, that is true. But
most of them don't have, fundraisers for fucking furry costumes.
Well, the one thing I will give Moogle.
Okay.
He does have a lot of music knowledge.
Yeah. All bad, but he does have
regardless if it's good or bad, he still has a lot of music knowledge.
Yeah.
He seems to know a lot of songs, whether it's metal or pop or whatever. He's sort of like the C-grade evil Batman.
Right. Evil Batman, where'd that guy go?
Well, I heard that, and I don't know this to be fact, but I heard that his wife passed away.
Really?
That's what I heard.
Oh.
Again, I don't know that to be fact. That's the rumor.
Wow. Well, that sucks.
It does suck.
Oh,
but I think
that's not why he left us.
Well, I think he liked when we were more music oriented.
Yeah, he probably didn't like all the talking.
Yeah, he doesn't like the talk.
Yeah, he wants to hear some Triumph.
He wants to hear some tunes.
Yeah, gonna play that Rik Emmet.
Yeah. We did have Rik Emmet give him a personal message, though.
Which was the most awkward thing ever, you asking Rik Emmet to do that.
That was the funniest damn thing, too.
You were like, yeah, we have this listener, the evil Batman, and Emmet was like, what?
He's like a major fan of yours.
Yeah. And Emmett's like, okay.
I said, could you throw like a little message out to the evil Batman?
And he was like, all right.
Yeah. Trying to see if I have it. I just trying to remember what I have it listed under.
Yeah, I'd love to see the evil Batman come back. Well, I gotta admit, that one segment where he was being chased by the cops in the parking lot.
Hey, about you, young lady? Can you start my car while I drink my beer? So great.
And I was telling him to say all these crazy things that he was, and meanwhile, all of them will get him arrested.
Right. Oh, here's the evil Batman about his Nickelback CD.
All right.
Hello, mailman. I once bought a Nickelback CD for 5 cents. Yes, sirree. I bought Nickelback for a nickel. And you know what? I want my fucking Nickelback. Goddamn CD sucks. Son of a bitch. Bastards. Nickelback is not worth a nickel. Fuck you, pals. Damn it.
All right, then.
Hey, this is Rik Emmet, and I just want to say hi to the evil Batman and thank him for making all those Triumph requests. Keep at her, dude.
Gotta be the dumbest thing Rik Emmett's ever done.
Having a legendary vocalist leave a message for evil Batman.
Do you think that at the time he was like, what the fuck happened to my career?
He's just like, this is like the lowest of low. I've sunk.
I sold 10 million records. Now I'm doing fucking shout outs to the evil Batman.
Right.
What fucking happened to my life?
And I was so happy to have Rik Emmet on the show, too.
Yep.
So this is like, this is Rik Emmet. Triumph.
Yeah, you were all thrilled.
I was.
I didn't know any Triumph at all.
I was thrilled. I was just like, this is Rik Emmet.
Yeah. And then we did that to him.
Rik Emmet.
Rik Emmet.
I love it.
We've been known to do that kind of stupid shit.
Yeah, it's great.
I mean, I don't ever feel uncomfortable doing that stuff, but just because his name was the evil Batman,
right?
You know, I mean, even if we had his real name, it would have felt okay. Yeah, could you throw this out to, you know, whatever his name is, Jose Gonzalez or whatever?
Sure.
You know, that would have been fine. But just the evil Batman.
The evil Batman. Keep at her, dude.
Keep at her, dude.
This is Rik Emmet.
So funny.
Hey, this is Rik Emmet, and I just want to say hi to the evil Batman and thank him for making all those Triumph requests. Keep at her, dude.
This show has always been stupid.
I know.